What's going on, guys? I'm going to go ahead and say, obviously, you're not going to stop kids from doing dumb stuff. They're going to experiment with whatever they can find. There was a point in time where people would like poop in a bucket and huff it to try to get methane. There's a long list of people doing dumb things just to get high or get a buzz. Kids do it all the time, but the newest craze is galaxy gas. Now, galaxy gas, if you don't know, is being marketed, and I'm using this politely because we have to understand that, yeah, they're advertising it as such. It's supposed to be for flavoring and culinary stuff. So basically whipped cream, anything that uses basically air. If you don't know, there's a huge fad that's been going on for quite a little while now, but it's kind of grown in popularity, which is whippets. And the fact you can recharge them, stuff like that. Used to it's just like air duster, but now literally using whippets. But it's flavored. It's, a lot of people are saying it's literally being geared towards kids and it's supposed to, make people want to huff it. But I don't think everybody 100% understands that. I myself don't see it being marketed towards kids just because it's flavored. Because the thing is, the guys literally made this by what it looks like to be made for culinary stuff. You can't protect everybody. They can't market it in black and white and go banana flavor, grape flavor. If it's meant for, food use, it's going to be colorful. It's going to be used in that same sense, just like you would do with anything. Obviously, they haven't really made a statement that I know of, not that I've seen since recording this, that would state that they are understanding the widespread usage of it for illegal reasons. And, it's pretty much illegal. But these people are like posting it. Because I don't think people understand. Using it in this sense is actually illegal. They constantly bust people for whippets. Now, it just probably hasn't been criminalized because they can. I'm not sure. But, yeah, what I'm going to show you is a little weird. I'm going to blur out, obviously, them using it at that point. But, you'll get the gist of it. Kind of got to make sure that I follow in the YouTube guidelines. I don't want this to get age restricted or somehow, shadow banned like a lot of things can get.
What the
Now, yeah, that's a high schooler. He, he's taking a hit. Now, obviously, at the end where he falls over, he's like, "Oh, I'm playing. I'm joking. Whether or not he was really joking or not, I'm not sure. But I do know that if he was, it's nothing to really joke about because that'll happen. You can hit it so hard and so long that you will pass out. There's been people inside trucks and vehicles that people see them on the side of the road where they've done whippets. Basically the same thing. If not literally the same thing, it's just flavored. But you'll see where they're like brain dead almost. They're, like zombie-like. And the clip I'm referring to, I can't find, but basically he was in a car, he was like using his shirt. I think it was actually it was either air duster or actual whippets. But King Cobra, not officially, but it sounded like it. We might as well say he did. But it sounded like he was also huffing air duster, and he was like trying to say he wasn't. I had the clip at one point. I went through my file, I couldn't find it, but there's a clip roaming around where he was huffing air duster.
It makes you sad. It does. It makes my trolls beyond sad.
It does affect your brain. It does do damage. And if it's going to be widespread like this, it's going to cause bigger issues. It's kind of the same argument where they said, vapes and cigarettes being flavored or tobacco having, peach and apple and all that. They were trying to ban a lot of flavors because it seemed like it was more geared towards children to get them addicted. And then they start paying for, the tobacco when they got older. Now, the thing about it is these are flavored, air. It's meant for, like I said, whipped cream, culinary stuff. I forget all the things they list, but basically the majority of it they use as far as the commercial I saw was literally for whipped cream. Now, I don't think getting rid of it's going to stop anything. Even if they make a statement, it's not going to save anyone. To be honest, they can be like, "Oh, you're not supposed to do this." It's on the can. They're legally covered. Whether or not they knew this was going to happen or not, I mean, that's up for debate. You can say, oh, it's plain as day that they were doing it on purpose, which you can't even argue that, because from day one, from what I can see, they've literally only been saying it's meant for whipped cream or culinary. Just because people are abusing that, you can't really stop. You can't argue it out. You can't do anything. The only fact we have is people are abusing it. That is a fact. There's no way to really fix the problem, because these are going to be idiots doing it regardless. The only reason why it became so widespread is it's just, we have the internet. Things are blowing up. Being stupid is like the new fame. It is literally be as dumb as possible. Try to get as much clout as you can, as much money as you can. While I'm one to say, hey, do what you can to make money. You know, everything has consequences. That's how I look at it. You know, it doesn't matter what you do. There's consequences in everything you do. So, you know, if you want to make money, say you work in a factory, your consequences is you're probably going to get hurt. Oil rigging, you know, other factory work. Anything you do has, you know, positive and negative effects. So that's the thing. They're doing it for clout, but they could get addicted. It could cause more brain damage. There was a guy that was pretty famous for huffing like paint. And by the end of it, he knew nothing but huffing paint. He was pretty much mush. There was no function left. He was just reactive. He did not understand a whole lot. I can't remember the guy's name, but it was pretty, you know, horrific. At least what I was reading. Now, it could have been a little bit dramatized, but by the end of it, he was huffing paint for like 20, 30 years. And by the time they really could even get him stopped, I mean, he was basically just mindless. There was nothing left of him. It was almost like a child. And that's the type of stuff that this could lead to, from what I understand. Now, I might be completely wrong about some of the science behind it, but, you know, Steve-O himself even said it makes you hallucinate, causes, you know, a lot of brain problems, and it can put you down a really dark path. You know, it's one of those things where it's out of control, but there's nothing to be done. If they remove it from the shelves, all it's doing is like putting a cap on it. It's not going to stop them. If once they're wanting to do it, they'll probably get air duster. They'll probably buy, you know, industrial boxes of the Whippet refills for Whippet cans. I mean, there's 1,000 ways to get a hold of this because it's so readily available. It can be like ordered on the internet. But yeah, guys, I found this kind of weird and obscure, and actually very well known. And I don't know like what can be done going forward. I doubt anything can be done because, I mean, it's like abusing food, okay? People get fat every day by abusing food, and it can kill them just as likely as these Whippets can. I mean, and we haven't banned food. We haven't banned how much you can buy on a credit card. So that's my thing. It's, you know, just another food item being abused. The only difference is this gives a bigger high than just being fat like somebody like me. But, you know, that's one of those things where I think we're just going to have to wait it out and see if the dumb ones just kind of, you know, drop off. This is going to be one of those, you know, I've always been told take the labels off of things and just watch natural selection happen. These are labeled and it's still happening, so natural selection is just going to have to take over from here. But yeah, that's about all I got to say. Y'all have a good one.